What's up, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Pour Michigan Beer. I got a really special one for you guys. This is actually going to be the Bourbon County Brand Stout Review 2020 version. I do have the three verticals, 2018, 2019, 2020. I hope I can do a side-by-side of all three of those in an upcoming review, but that is a lot of beer to drink, guys, and I don't think I can take that on alone, but we will see what happens. The 2020 release. Nothing on the back that indicates what barrel it was actually aged in. I did see that it can show you this on the back here, like a Heaven Hill or a Buffalo Trace barrel. I do not have any one of those markings, so I'm pretty much assuming that this is a blended barrel of those together. So I don't know which barrel that is. This is June 17th. No, what is this? June 17th, 25. What is that? I actually don't know what that means. It's either June 17th or June 25th. I don't know which one that is. What amazes me about this beer is that it's released every year, and on the back it's usually many months prior to its release date is when you'll see the markings there. So this is again from June, guys. So June, July, August, September, October, November, and you're almost going a half year out from when this was actually bottled or put into that barrel. So I think that's pretty cool, guys. Here we go. 2020 intense aromas of charred oak, vanilla, caramel, and smoke. Reminds me of what they put on the 2018 bottle. Big carbonation coming out, smokiness coming out of the top of that beer. Let's check it out. Really excited for this one, guys. Black with hints of brown, caramel, toffee going in there, guys. Not completely thick jet black. I actually thought it was, but I guess I'm assuming wrong. Burnt, charred, oaky, mocha cocoa head. Definitely dissipating, guys. This year's is 14.6% alcohol, so this is a big, thick boy in the glass. Look at that. It's that black darkness in the glass. Head is pretty much gone with that brown outer ring. Holding tight, guys. Let's go to an aroma. Big vanilla sweetness. Charred bourbon, kind of oakiness. A little bit of dark fruit, maybe some like sugar plum, maybe some raisin. And more of that bourbon heat coming out, actually. This is room temperature. I'm getting all of those vibes coming out as they should be. I just get more of like an earthy, dirty, kind of sugary vanilla vibe with a Bourbon Char on there, guys. Smells like it's going to be an interesting rendition of this beer. Let's check it out. 2020 release, Bourbon County. Really well balanced this year. Wow. Rich, complex deepness on the forefront. Goes into a big Bourbon Presence on the back end that is lingering. Bitter, dark chocolate bourbon back end with a campfire woodiness just hitting you with like tobacco and leather. Very rich on the front. There's almost like this, again, this like sugar, plummy kind of like raisin vibe. One of our good friends, Steve, he says that's attributed to Special B malt. I don't know if that's the malt that they would use in this beer, but that kind of brings out that dark fruit presence, getting that kind of cherry, Montmorency cherry sweetness that kind of blends into that vanilla, dark, plummy raisin thing that comes out all blended together, guys. I do get big hints of caramel. Like there's a caramel toffee sweetness as well, or like kind of like a caramel sauce that you would drizzle over ice cream. I'm getting that. That's coming out big time, guys. Maybe a little of like fennel thrown in here with some cherry cordial kind of thing. More dark fruits coming out. A lot of dark fruits blending into that big bourbon charred back end. It's pretty astringent on the back end. It hangs on. Not quite as rich and chocolatey maybe as last year's, if I had to remember correctly. I don't get like the chocolate presence coming out. Maybe some dark, bitter chocolates on the beginning or back end that kind of merges together, guys. It's really interesting. Yep. More vanilla and dark fruits blended together. Definitely has a chewy consistency to it. Pretty thick, big-bodied beer. Not as thick as I remembered. It's actually a little bit lighter, which makes for a little bit better drinkability, but I remember this being a little bit more thick or viscous last year. Maybe I'm a little bit off on that. It's pretty darn tasty. Pretty darn tasty. You want to check this out? Want to give it a little smell? At least a smell. Tell me what you smell. So Danny doesn't like the bourbon barrel-aged beers. This is one you should try. I do think this is interesting. I mean, it's got a vanilla caramel smokiness to it. Give it a shot. What do you smell? I mean, I swayed you, I guess. What do you smell? Do you smell just bourbon? Because I'm burping like bourbon and dark fruits.
Yeah, it's really strong bourbon.
You didn't even sip it yet.
No, I just smelled it.
There's big bourbon char on this. Woody bourbon tobacco. I know it's not your vibe. I get it. Bourbon?
I actually get more chocolate in the taste.
Really? So dark chocolate then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting a bitter, astringent, dark chocolate. Like,
It kind of has sweet though, too.
There's a sweet vanilla forefront that's like it's almost got like a vanilla kind of dark, like sugary plum raisin thing that blends together, a little bit of cherry hint in there. But I get like fennel, earthy, woody, bourbon char that comes all together on this one. I mean, it's just super. You could break the layers down. I mean, there's quite a few layers to this beer, but I think I liked last year's better. I don't get as much as as much fudgy chocolate that I would like in this beer. I feel like I want more of that. Still chewy, really nice, rich, complex, dark fruits, dark chocolate vibe, a little bit of cocoa nibs. Yeah, it goes right into that big barrel woodiness on the back end. Again, tons of vanilla on the front, but it goes into nice roasty dark notes, molasses. Again, this like fennel thing on the back end and all through the whole thing. It's really good. It's really, really good. I don't know that this is the best one I've had. I think like I want to say I liked last year's better, but I didn't even look at my review. If I had to go for a rating on this one, let's go for it. A lot of dark fruit caramel. Wow. Bourbon on the back end, big time. Let's go like 4.35 out of 5. I'm not absolutely blown away like where I'm going to go 4.75, 4.8. Maybe this needs a little bit more time to age in this bottle, guys, and then I'll check it out in another 6 months or so. But yeah, where it stands right now, 4.35 out of 5. Super solid release. Again, I look for this every year. You're going to find this at $11.99 to $13, $14.99, anywhere between that range. One of the best values you're ever going to get in this bottle. This has been the Bourbon County Brand Stout Release 2020, guys. I appreciate you watching the video. I'm Dan. I'm over now. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.